Hello.
Sure. So I just want to say back to this side of the room, and then I'm over here.
Now I'm gonna say hi. Órale.
Can we please give a warm round of applause to our watching staff who are helping us today. Alrighty, so my name is Martinez. I am your graduate student delegate on the board. So I've never won an election before, but I told my mama, they elected me to the board. I don't know what that means, so I didn't so I wanted to put a plug in really quickly for a film that we're going to be screening tomorrow. And if you didn't know, we've never had a film screening here at AAHHE, so this is going to be new territory for us and very, very important work. So let me tell you a little bit about the film. The film is called Smile for Kenny, and this is an experimental documentary that explores the friendship between two women, Kenny, a vibrant, unapologetic Black woman who lived with mental illness, and her friend, Elena, an Afro-Puerto Rican woman who was devoted to her friend and coping with the grief of her in the wake of her friend's loss of his death. And so the story begins as a conversation between Kimmy and Elena, and Kimmy's mental health starts to unravel and spiral. And so the film urgently weaves together the past, the present, and the future to find answers. Elena's spiritual practice is a key component to this. So this is an Afro-Caribbean religious practice. And through this, it's a mechanism that transports Elena and us, the viewers, through time, space, and spiritual worlds. It's already received numerous awards and accolades, and we are truly lucky to have this film screening with us ahead of the premiere on Afro Pop PBS, which is going to premiere in May. So we have this opportunity to have this essential conversation with the director, Dr. Elena Guzman, who's an assistant professor of African American Studies and African Diasporic Studies in Anthropology at Indiana University, Wilmington. She's also a researcher associate fellow at Harvard University Divinity School in Women's Studies and Religious Program. So please, this is a really essential conversation that we need to have as an AAHHE community that goes beyond just us here. So we invite you to come tomorrow, Thursday at 6:30 in Simon Hall. So that's where we have our opening plenary session. So we really hope that you can make it. We invite you, and I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Antonio Nunn, chair of the committee here.
Muchas gracias, Monique. And actually, shout out to Monique, because Monique, if I remember correctly, you were the one who suggested the idea of doing this film screening here at AAHHE. And I want to highlight that in particular, because I think it speaks to how we ourselves, who are sitting in these very seats, are the ones who are transforming the organization. And so as you all have ideas, visions of what the conference can become, we certainly welcome that, because I think we are continuing to make this an amazing, fruitful space that is inclusive and equitable for different groups within the Latinx AO community. So thank you, Monique. So as a reminder, in case you forgot, my name is Antonio Duran. My pronouns are he, him, his, él. That's me right there. I can do the same little. And I have the wonderful pleasure of being the conference planning committee co-chair for this year, in addition to also having a role on the AAHHE board of directors. And so I was lovingly and encouragingly volunteered to serve as your masters of ceremonies today here for the AAHHE Awards. And it was actually a really great honor to be able to take on the role of Masters of Ceremonies for the AAHHE Awards. I've served on the committee before, and I know just the incredible level of talent and quality that we get in these award submissions. And so the people that we're going to be highlighting and recognizing today are truly outstanding in the work that they're doing. And for me, aligning with this year's theme, tonight's recipients are those who have certainly strived to further center the knowledges of our Latinx AO communities while advancing strategies that have helped our field consider the connections between La Tierra, Comunidad, and Educación, right? Always bringing it back to our conference theme. Additionally, these are people who truly live out AAHHE's vision, which can be found on this next slide, as well as our mission on this next slide. So the people who we're going to be recognizing and speaking about today are truly those who are pushing us to advocate, engage with equity and inclusion, and truly move the organization forward. I also want to take a pause and recognize those who served on this year's AAHHE Awards Committee, recognized on this slide. So if we can give them a round of applause. The job of being on the AAHHE Awards Committee, as I mentioned, is an incredible one, but also a tough one, especially when you see just the number of submissions speaking to the talent and quality of our community members. So tonight, we will honor 6 individuals with one thread connecting them all, their notable commitments to our communities. What I will do is I will share a little bit about the award, then introduce the recipient of the recognition, at which point I'm going to invite them up to receive their award from our wonderful helper, Leslie. Wave, Leslie. And then if the recipients of the recognition are called to, they are welcome to provide brief remarks. Emphasis on the brief, just so we can get back to the comunidad. But again, remarks are not required. No need to get on the hot mic. But let's start off. So tonight's first award is the Community College Award. The AAHHE Community College Award recognizes an individual who has demonstrated excellence in advocacy, teaching, or leadership, and has provided significant contributions to the community college enterprise. The recipient of this award currently serves as the director of the San Diego City College Mathematics, Engineering, Science Achievement, MESA program, an academic support program for students transferring to 4-year universities in STEM majors. As the founder of this initiative, this individual has served as a tireless advocate for student success, integrating principles of learning culture to support the aspirations of Latinx AO students at this Hispanic serving institution. It is my privilege to present the AAHHE 2024 Community College Award to Rafael Alvarez. Yeah, absolutely. Good evening. I am Rafael.
Program, but also as author of Turning on the Lights. I am the lead revolutionary in a revolution to transform student lives. And I don't hesitate when I say, I don't apologize or ask permission to transform student lives wherever I go. I invite you to do the same. And I placed it in my bio, so I'll keep this brief, but you have all the resources available to you for you to turn on the lights, for you to, just to be clear, the learning culture, you know this. You know this. There's a culture for learning in every institution of higher education. And that culture has two parts. One, having a mindset for learning. Give me a student who has a strong mindset for learning. I'm going to show you a successful student. That's all students, any student, our students. But secondly, knowing how to approach the learning. Just think about that. But yet our students, those are first generation, I'm one of those. We don't go into higher education. We don't begin our college studies knowing this. And no one tells us about it. Forget training us. No, the resources that I have created and developed because of the work I do in my program. So it's an honor to receive this, but we don't do this for awards. We do this because we care. So think about that. So I invite all of you, look at on the attendees, look at that. There's a website, turningonthelights.com. There's a blog. I launched a Turning on the Lights show last week. You're welcome to follow it. And my first guest was a contributor to the forward of Turning on the Lights, Dr. Laura Rendon. It was simply amazing. I hope you get to see it, but don't just see it. It's what you do with it in every possible way. You know where this revolution is needed. You know how it's needed. Be those champions, those agents of change. I invite you. I'm honored and grateful for this recognition, but we're about our future and our students. So I invite each and every one of you, please learn that and own that and do the work to empower others for them to create their own success in the bright light of the learning culture. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Thank you so much again to Rafael. Those words are going to stick with me. I appreciate it. Clearly, as you can see from their words, they're truly an advocate, revolutionary for our community colleges. So the next award that we have the opportunity to present is the Doctoral Student Award. In its fourth year, the AAHHE Doctoral Student Award recognizes those who aspire to join the Academy and demonstrate their academic accomplishments and servant leadership at their university. Now, I hear from a little birdie, AKA the artist formerly known as Twitter, that the recipient of this year's Doctoral Student Award is officially now a doctora. Her dissertation research centers Latina, Latino, Hispanic community college students and their racialized experiences within free college policy, design, and implementation. She has conducted research for the Free College Equity Lab, the Center for Community College Student Engagement, and Project Males, and is truly just a wonderful person who lights up a room whenever she enters it. So with this, it is my pleasure to present the AAHHE Doctoral Student Award to Doctora Diana Cervantes.
¡Que viva! Okay, well, I made some notitas because I am a good student. Well, muy buenas tardes a todos. I first want to share that I defended my dissertation 23 days ago. Thank you. As I've been catching up on rest, on my focusing on my mental health, I've been reflecting on a lot of things, including the fact that I was very fortunate to have a village of people supporting me throughout this journey, even before I entered the doctoral program. And many of them are sitting in this room today. To Dr. Roberto Carlos Orozco, Dr. Angel Gonzalez, and Dr. Lázaro Camacho, thank you so much for nominating me for this award. You all believed in me more than I have ever believed in myself. I also want to thank AAHHE and the Graduate Fellows Program. This organization and its programming has helped me navigate doctoral student socialization like never before, and the Academy as well. I also need to thank my mentor, Dr. Salinas. It is very fitting that he is also receiving an award tonight. And I truly believe that I am evidence of his research and teaching and practice. And so with that, thank you all, mi gente. Sí se pudo. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Come on, Emerald Green. All right. So, our next recognition of the night is the Early Career Award. In its fourth year, the AAHHE Early Career Award recognizes faculty or staff members who demonstrate commitment and promise via their actions, research, and service to the Latinx higher education community. This year's Early Career Award recipient is an assistant professor in the Department of Curriculum and Instruction at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. Ooh, all right, UIC. As an English as a second language, an early childhood educator, she has worked in several different regions, including Latin America, North America, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Her research has been instrumental to supporting school communities in the Midwest that have been impacted by the increase in their Spanish-speaking student population in recent years. It is my privilege to present the AAHHE Early Career Award to Doctora Giselle Martinez Negrette.
Buenas noches, mi gente. I want to thank, first of all, my Heavenly Father, from whom all blessings flow. And I want to thank the committee for taking the time to read all these applications and just for your service. I want to thank AAHHE also for being such an amazing community. And I want to just read an email that I got from a student that I don't know. She just found my work and she emailed me, and I want to honor what she just said and the community that we are part of. She said, I'm currently an undergrad student in Arizona. I recently read your work titled, You Don't Speak Spanish in the Cafeteria. As a first generation undocumented Mexican students, your words and work move me deeply. I came across your paper and your findings and observations didn't quite shock me, as I have experienced similar situations throughout my life, moving to Phoenix at the age of 7. I believe that women and advocates like you play a crucial role in amplifying our stories. Your work has inspired me to continue working hard in my studies and to hopefully touch the hearts of others someday by sharing my own stories and observations, just as you have done. I simply wanted to express my gratitude for putting your work out there and for being such an inspiration. Students like her are the reason why I do the work that I do, and this award is for them. Thank you.
Felicidades again. I feel like the waterworks, I don't know for any of you, are starting to happen for me. It's just incredible to see the impact and the reach of our award recipients. Our next recognition, we're about halfway through, is that of the Founders Award, given in the spirit of the extraordinary leadership, stewardship, and courage evidenced by the founding members of the American Association of Hispanics in Higher Education. This year's recipient is an associate dean in the College of Education at William Paterson University, where he began his career in higher education as an assistant professor of teacher education in 2012. As an education scholar, researcher, and leader, he has had a profound impact in the lives of the students, faculty, and campus community where he serves. Through his scholarship, program development, and several special projects that he has led, he has worked to create more equitable outcomes for students and faculty alike. This year's recipient of the Founders Award is Dr. David Fuentes.
Colleagues, I am extremely humbled and honored to receive this award. I would be totally lying if I told you that I had any dreams before this day that I could possibly receive an award like this. I didn't. But there is someone who did. And it's for her that I want to say her name, Ramonita Almodovar. It's my grandmother. My grandmother was from San Germán, Puerto Rico, and received a sixth grade education living on a farm. In 1950, she immigrated to New York City, where she found herself the owner of a dress shop. I don't know how she did that, but there's one person who's not surprised that I'm standing here, and that's her. So for all the women that have supported people like me to achieve the things that we have, I think that it's a really important time to honor them. And in my case, it's my grandmother and my mother, and today I honor both of them. A dream deferred requires the ability to dream it. I didn't have that dream, and now I do. I aspire for something different. Service to community and public education is a true honor and an obligation. We have an obligation to pursue equity in public education because it's been 70, 80, 100 years where the evidence is clear that we have disparate outcomes across all of our systems. Folks, this is not a knowledge gap. We know what the problem is, and the persistence requires us to step up, do everything we can, play every part of this system that we can, and utilize our position to change other people's lives, to improve other children's lives, other people's children. So on behalf of all who have worked hard to produce equity across systems, thank you, and it's truly an honor to be in your company.
I want to thank Dr. Fuentes for bringing in the presence of his grandmother and his mother into this space. I think it's extremely fitting as we're talking about interrogating ways of knowing at this conference to consider the ways of knowing that have been passed down to us from our abuelitas, our madres, our family, and other community members. And so that was really touching and I think really speaks to the spirit of the conference. Dr. Fuentes. Our penultimate award, penultimate, big word, all right, of the night is the Faculty Award. The AAHHE University Faculty Award recognizes an individual who has demonstrated excellence in both research and teaching and has provided significant contributions to their respective academic disciplines. This year's recipient is an associate professor in the Educational Leadership and Research Methodology Department at Florida Atlantic University's College of Education. He is also the founder and former editor-in-chief of the journal committed to social change on race and ethnicity, aka J-Score, and serves as the editor-in-chief of the Journal of Hispanic Higher Education. The New York Times, check that out, said his research is futuristic, and Diverse Issues in Higher Education said that he's a rising star in academia and an expert on Latinx students in college and their special issue, where he was named one of the top 15 scholars of the year. This year's recipient of the University Faculty Award has been previewed in a previous speech and is Dr. Cristobal Salinas, Jr.
El chico del apartamento 512. My room is 512. No, it's not. No, no, gracias. Thank you everyone for welcoming me, but also I want to give a big thank you to my letter writers, Marisa Vasquez, Cristobal Rodriguez, and Victor Sanz. Thank you. But there's so many other people here in this room that I don't want to mention because I might forget other people. But you know who you are. Thank you for your phones, your calls, your mentorship, your friendships, and all the partnerships and all you have done for me. But also I want to give a big thank you to AAHHE because this is the place where everything started. I got invited to do a scholarly paper when they were still being invited. And that's when the news started inviting me to speak in TV. So I'll be short because in TV, you only give answers for 30 seconds. So mine is 1 minute. Here. So again, thank you. Mil gracias. And please let me know how I can support you all. Thank you.
And what a testament to Cristobal's commitment that even in a speech accepting an award, he offers to support others. So congratulations, Chris. All right, folks, we made it to the end. If you can imagine, it's flown by. Our last award of the night is that of the William Aguilar Cultural Arts Award. The AAHHE William Aguilar Cultural Arts Award recognizes individuals who have contributed significantly to the understanding of the national Latino community and or culture through the fine, creative, and performing arts. The recipient of the Cultural Arts Award this year is the inaugural artistic director of the Cheech Marin Center for Chicano Art and Culture, which opened at the Riverside Art Museum, California in June of 2022. She is working on a major retrospective of Judith Fernandez's work set to open at the Cheech in 2024. They were also included in the inaugural list of LA Vanguardia by the LA Times, and the inaugural permanent collection, Cheech Collects, was voted one of the top 50 exhibitions in the world by Hyperallergic in 2022. Tonight's recipient of the William Aguilar Cultural Arts Award, who is joining us virtually, is Maria Esther Fernandez. Yeah. And we will now hear a short video from Maria Esther.
Thank you to the American Association of Hispanics in Higher Education for the William Aguilar Cultural Arts Award. I am honored to receive this recognition and to be part of such an illustrious group of past recipients. I am disappointed to miss the conference. However, I hope you can make it out to the Cheech in Riverside soon. Muchas gracias.
If we can once again give a round of applause to all of our 2024 AAHHE Award winners. The commitment and dedication of these award winners is clear through the words that they share tonight with each and every one of us. And I cannot wait to see who the 2025 AAHHE Award winners will be. Perhaps they are in this room right now. But with that, we will let you all enjoy the rest of your dinner, your comunidad. A quick reminder that tomorrow's breakfast is on your own. So please grab something prior to coming to campus, and we'll reconvene at 8:30 in Simon Hall. So thank you all so much for spending some time with us. And here's to another amazing day of conferencing.